Wednesday, September 18th, the Three Mics have a real big surprise. We're coming to Columbus, Ohio, to the Attic Comedy Club. The show is at 8 p.m. You can get your tickets at theatticcomedy.com. See you there.
Tap dancing is like twerking to someone with a foot fetish. And clogging is like 1970s bush porn. That's a great fucking laugh. That's the type of laugh we lock somebody in the basement with, so. You sound like a Marvel villain, okay? I'm just joking, she's got a great fucking laugh. Build-A-Bear. Fuck that joke, I forgot.
You start your new job when?
September.
You have a new job?
10th.
Oh yeah, you haven't heard about you haven't heard about this because he told me about this going down to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I got an offer for a place much closer to my house in West Carrollton.
Same thing?
Yeah, same stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like they do it a little different. Like right now, I'm just a case manager, and that's all I do is like, help build linkages to resources and get their birth certificates back, like help them get back on their feet, basically. But over here, I'll be doing a mixture of that, group counseling, individual therapy, like intake assessments, like basically everything I've done in portions at the place I'm currently at. I'll be doing like all of it at this place and making substantially more money, about 11% more than what I make now. And it's 5 minutes from my house, so.
Fuck yeah, dude. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
I fucking hate my job.
Cool. Should check out
T-Mobile. Get the fuck out.
What?
I told a customer to get the fuck out. I store.
Did you really?
I was like, leave now. Leave.
What
now.
happened?
Leave now. And he just wouldn't leave. And I got closer. I was like, out now. He's like, all right, why don't you follow me outside? And I was like, and I will. And I walked outside, and my boss was like, you get back in here right now. And I was like, I'm about this life, my friend.
What the fuck happened?
He was being very disrespectful to an employee.
Oh, shit.
And I was just like, no, we're not doing this.
No.
I was literally with a customer, and I was like, you leave now. And he was like, what the fuck did you say? I was like, leave now.
Fuck that,
And I get closer to him. He's like, I'm not leaving. I was like, leave now. And I lower my voice even more. And
I would never raise my voice if I was a customer in your store. I would look into your dead eyes and know
he was just like,
that it's over with.
He's like, guys are great. I was like, no, we're not. Leave. Like I said, leave now. There's the door. So they go follow me outside. I will.
Yeah.
And I walked outside. My boss was like, get back in here. So great. And not the HR, but our ops person was there too. Oh, she's like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. You used to work security. This does not bug me. I would have beat his ass.
Yeah, and not broken a sweat the whole time.
I would have fucking.
He would have come back in and still made that fucking sale. Yeah. Made that commission.
My customer was like,
busted.
You good? I was like, yeah, dude, I'm perfectly fine.
I'm good. Anyway, the new iPhone. It's got the USB-C connector, right?
Get the service plan sold for and everything.
I think it's so funny. Because even my customer's like, what the fuck just happened? And like, I literally went back to like, just talking to the dude, like, no biggie. He's like, you're good. I was like, yeah, I used to work security for really, like, I dealt with people like shitheads all the time.
Fuck, you did, yeah.
Verizon Wireless, we sell cell phones and ass whippings.
And also, I worked in Middletown too for a really long time, so I dealt with that quite a bit.
Right.
So, there's one guy, I remember one time, these guys would come in and wouldn't fucking just being disrespectful and like wouldn't follow like the rules during COVID. And I was like, you guys need to go. He's like, we're not leaving. And I was like, well, you guys can go. He's like, make me. I was like, okay, like I will call the cops or I will walk out there with you, whatever you want to do. And he's like, And then Don was like, my boss was like, they're gonna shoot us. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
They're gonna shoot us.
I win my argument on gun control. That's what I said. I win my argument on gun control.
You're not wrong. You'd be a martyr.
And he was like, what the fuck? I was like,
what a cause to be a
he
martyr
literally
for.
flicked me off. The dude's like drove off and flicked me off. I stood out. I walked out the door and was like, gave them both the birds at the same time. And my boss was like, you can't fucking do that. I was like, I take disrespect. You disrespect me like that? Fuck you. I'm doing everything in my power. Like, I should have been in more fights. I mean, I got in fights in my other job, but I literally should have been in a ton of fights at this job. I think people are generally afraid of me.
Yes. Yes, your general demeanor suggests, please don't approach me at any given point.
How am I the one that's been to prison?
Seriously.
Dude, I don't know, dude. I mean, you robbed a place.
I mean,
Touche.
because I watched other people go to prison, was like, oh, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Getting scared straight worked on me.
Dude, I'm always letting them throw the first punch. All the time. All the time. Because now it's just like every single time it will always be self-defense. Unless I was the aggressor at some point, if they view that as me falling him outside as being aggressive, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like you could self-defend yourself to ripping somebody's throat out. I don't think the police would like that.
I think once you told him to get the fuck out and he walked outside, you lost any legal grounds to stand on.
No, as long as he still throws the first punch, then
Nah, I'd probably get fired from my job.
You get fired as
yes,
fuck.
that much. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even care about that. I'd be like,
We had to call the cops yesterday. There was a mentally disturbed gentleman pounding on all the outside windows of our office, and then was walking around in the street there and was like yanking on his clothes and just shouting gibberish. And then it's right over there by the RTA, and there's this homeless guy that lives over there, like lives under a canopy and shit. And this guy is wandering. It's like 9:30 in the morning. He's stumbling around, yelling, and the homeless guy lives with his canopy and goes, "Shut the fuck up!"
you know, it's bad when the homeless guy's like, I don't want to fucking deal with this.
There is a code of conduct on the street. When motherfuckers are sleeping, you respect the sleep.
Disrupting my peace.
Disrupting the peace. Look, he wasn't bothering anybody. He was sleeping, keeping to himself. This other guy was going around being a nuisance. This other guy was homeless, but he wasn't a nuisance.
Those suburban movies where they're in the second floor window, it rips open. They're like, "Hey, keep down out there."
Shut the fuck.
But with hobos, that's awesome.
I'll watch that show.
Yeah.
I'd watch that show immediately. Like, yeah, get Daniel Tosh involved. Make it animated. I'll watch it now. Your Brickleberry sequel. Follow the Dayton comedy scene on social media at Gem City Comedy, or learn more at www.gemcitycomedy.com.
Ellie just hit a grand slam.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
They're down 1-0.
Damn, they're down. It was tied.
George Springer tied the record for leadoff home runs in a career.
I had to be careful how I edited
And
last.
now it's 3-0.
I had to be careful how I
Jesus
edited.
fuck, are you serious?
Yeah. I don't get it. They're taking off this. Martinez has been good all year, too. It's really weird. Oh, that's that game.
Sorry, I fucked that up.
I had to be careful how I edited last week's episode because you kept interjecting with so many updates about the Reds game that I was like, well, if I put these in a weird order, it's going to make the game make no fucking sense. I was like, I got to make the episode funny, but also not fuck with the continuity of the game.
Yes.
Because it was fucking with my ADHD hard.
Oh, yeah. He officially announced his retirement.
Who, Votto?
Votto.
Word. Respect.
I mean, I think
I
everybody...
wish they would have signed him so that he could retire as a Red.
He never played for another team because he never made it to the...
Oh, yeah, he only...
Wow. Bummer.
Sayonara, Joseph.
Bye, Joey.
Let me read this real fast. Well, I'm going to listen to it on Instagram.
If you send me the link, I can pull it up and...
Just Joey Votto.
2 hours later.
That's it. I'm done. I am officially retired from baseball.
It's a whole video.
That's him. That would be him. He wrote a lot of stuff.
Oh, in the description.
Yeah, I read it already, but I didn't listen to the video. So I was like, did he just say... That's why I said, did he just retire? Because I read it, but he never said it. He never wrote it.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't listen to the video. But it sounded like, oh, that guy's retired. He was hoping he could play the Reds this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was he at now?
He hurt. He's in the minors with Toronto. Then he hurt his ankle, and he just hasn't been the same since he hurt his ankle. So he never made it. Then he got in rehab and just wasn't rehabbing well. And
Oh, fuck.
I think his goal was to actually play. Was to play against the Reds, and just be done.
Close that chapter.
It sucks.
Well, they're gonna beat the shit out of us all weekend. So
Oh, they already. Well, no, we won the first game. They won the second game, and now we're down 3-0. Third game.
Wah.
Fucking hate baseball.
Hey, football.
Fun
Right
fact,
around the corner, boys.
81 million people have died in the United States since the Reds last won a playoff series.
Damn.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
That would mean 3 of my 4 grandparents.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of family.
My Aunt Jody, my Aunt Belinda, my high school buddy JJ.
Well, it just sucks. Yeah, he's probably the best. He's one of the very few. He's the only Hall of Famer felled their entire career. So I wasn't old enough to appreciate Griffey in '89 when I was 4.
Oh,
Wait,
my
what?
God.
When did
Yeah.
Griffey get to Cincinnati?
Huh?
When did Griffey get to Cincinnati?
2000.
Okay.
But I'm saying is Griffey. I wasn't like I followed Votto from the Dragons,
Yeah.
and like he's going to be a Hall of Famer. So he's the only Hall of Famer I've ever
Seen the whole
career of.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
true. Yeah.
That I followed. Because I followed Griffey. I loved Griffey as a kid, and then came the Reds, but I didn't follow him in '89, so like
Right.
I didn't fucking know any better.
Yeah. Blacks.
TJ Friedel.
TJ's already in your favorites?
I like people who remind me of Ryan Friedel.
His name, honestly, is already fucking.
Huh?
His name itself
Friedel,
is.
Friedel. No, I just like people who play hard. They play
I'm a big
really-
fan of Black and Blue LaRue, my dad would call him. But honestly, like even those times we made the playoffs, like
Oh, I know.
nothing. It sucked. Both of those years we were like the worst team in the playoffs.
No, the one year we were the best team.
When was that?
2010, the first year we went.
You're the best team? Like record wise?
One of the best teams, yeah. Pretty
Yikes.
good. It was either
Well-
2010 or 20. I can't remember which one it was, but
Had to have been 2010. 2013 is when we lost the wild card game.
well,
Pittsburgh.
2012. There's 2010, 2012, and 20. I don't count wild cards as winning anything, just because of the fact we just won the wild card. Like you just got into the playoffs,
Oh yeah.
so it's like, no, wait, 2010 was the Phillies. We got no hit the first game.
I thought that was just like a couple years ago.
No, hold on.
'Cause didn't we get bounced by the Phillies in 21?
And the Giants. No, 2020 we got.
Or was that a wild card too?
That was a wild card. So,
okay.
but they didn't score any runs in 2 games.
In the playoffs?
Yeah, dude, it's like I kid you not, man. It's like me trying to explain this to my wife is like the crazy. She's like, I just don't. Why you get so upset? I was like, you just don't get it.
How do you...
Yeah, you don't score any runs in 2 games, and
My mind can't even conceive of that. I mean, Jesus
get blanked both
Christ.
times. They were up 2-0 against the Giants. The year the Giants ended up winning the World Series,
Did you say they played a no-hitter?
they got okay. So yeah. Hold on, I gotta figure out what year it was.
Wow. That kind of...
Blacks.
So if you take a shot when you burp and say Blacks, what do you do when you yawn and
Phillies.
say Blacks?
It was the Phillies. First game, no hit by Roy Halladay. I went because here's the thing.
Holy
I was like,
shit.
we hadn't been to the playoffs in 15 years.
As in they pitched a no-hitter or they didn't hit the ball once when they played?
Like the Phillies no hit them.
Oh, my God.
So literally, like they hadn't been to the playoffs since '95. right? First playoffs in 15 years. First playoff game, no hit. I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me right now. Waiting 15 years for this shit?
How soon after that were you first prescribed antidepressants?
It was in that moment Mike discovered.
Then in 2011,
He had a
next year they
penchant
didn't
for
do that.
violence.
They didn't do that great. 2012, they go back. They're up 2-0 against the Giants. The most sure-handed third baseman of all time, one of the best defensive third basemen, won like
Scotty?
won 10 Gold Gloves. Boots a ball to him that would have ended the inning and ended the rally, and we would have won that game. Booted the most sure-handed defense. That's what he's known for. He's in the Hall of Fame.
When you say booting,
No, like it went past his glove and hit his foot instead.
Yeah.
oh,
Like in this
On a relatively routine play.
yes.
Like not a gimme, but
Oh
for
my
one of the
God.
best third basemen of all time.
It makes like, and it just, and you're like, what? And okay, fine, we lose that game. We still got 2 more to go. Like, we're going to win 1 out of these next 2 games since we lost this one. And we get swept. We're up 2-0. We need to win one more game.
Did the Giants win both of those World Series?
Well,
Did the Giants win the World Series in 10 and 12?
no, Phillies won World Series in 10.
Okay.
Giants won World Series in 12.
Because I know the Giants were winning like every other World
Yeah.
Series for.
All right, maybe the Giants did win that World Series because I can't. That might have been that year because the Phillies did win a World Series with that team. It might have been in 2011, but like, yeah,
didn't the Reds like
10, 12, 14. Giants won the World Series.
recently have like a pretty good year?
last year they had an okay year. This year they're supposed to be good until injuries happen.
I felt like there was a year where you and I were doing the podcast. They had a pretty fucking they were
Baseball
having a
Lounge, yeah,
good
they
year.
went to the wild card just about 4 years ago.
But yeah, I don't like counting that because that was the COVID season. And with the COVID season,
They
like
played well though.
they
played
only
well.
went 31 and 29.
Oh yeah, they didn't have a season.
They won
at all. I forgot about
17 in
that.
their last 21 games to get in,
And then I'm
and then
pretty sure we got either no hit or shut out.
no,
by
we
the
got
Phillies.
shut out. We got shut
Yeah.
out both times by the Braves last time we went.
Was it? I thought it was sore. Was the Phillies?
No. I don't really count the COVID season either because the hard part was, like, if you weren't a division, great, but the top 2 teams in each division got in. So the Reds had a 40% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah. That's true.
that's why I don't necessarily count that one.
Remember for the longest time when the Houston Astros were in our division and it was like we had 7 teams in our division, but there was a fucking American League division that only had 5 teams.
Yeah.
Well, that was so fucking. I remember
Yeah,
as a very young kid, I was like, why don't they just move them into that one?
And that's what they did.
That's exactly what
What
the
they
fuck
did.
they did.
It took
My
years.
12-year-old knowledge was like,
I was never able to keep track of who was in what division. I was always even as a younger guy, I
Yeah.
had a really hard time keeping track of who would play who and what.
I've got football down to a T. Baseball, I'm iffy on.
I know, like, fucking anything and everything you want to know about baseball, pretty much.
Even something as simple as like wrestling, I can never keep track of who was SmackDown and who was Raw. So
Yeah.
it's one of those. I'm just like, why can't they all just
I only-
fucking play each other? God damn
For
it.
the most part, I only know the SmackDown names because I never watched Raw. I only watched SmackDown.
Yeah. When I was working at Fox, I would know who the SmackDown people were because I'd see them every week. But other than that,
Here's something crazy though too. I remember where I was when I was at King's Table in Beaver Creek when he booted that ball.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember everything.
Wow.
About everything.
it's true.
I can't. Like, how the fuck? And that boils down to, like, they haven't done anything in 30 years. Almost 30, it's 29. But
Almost always mediocre. The seasons where they're not mediocre, they're like the worst team in baseball.
and you know what? The funny thing was, they're literally, ever since they've gone on their 8-game losing streak, they've played 500 ball.
Yeah. Every time I see them, they're like 3 or 4 games back. Every time.
They're like, because when they lost their 8th game in a row, they were 4 games under 500. And they're 4 games under 500 right now. They've literally played 500 ball the entire time. They haven't gone up or down, and it blows my fucking mind. than Hunter Green.
They haven't really gotten down to as low as like 6 games.
Oh, they're
below.
6.5 out right now.
No, I mean like under 500.
Yeah. No, it's
They haven't got that low, and they have not gone as high as 2 games under 500.
The highest they were today this year was 4.
Told me to play
games.
with it.
four games when they were 14-10. And then I remember a guy called in. I was listening to the radio on the way back because I got done watching the game and I was listening to the radio, and this guy was like so enthusiastic. He's like, "We're gonna win the World Series, hell yeah!" And I'm like, "Dude, you're getting over." Like, oh, good for you. Yeah, that's what I said. And then sure as shit, they won an 8-game losing streak.
Ooh, you suck.
Wednesday, September 18th, the 3 Mics have a real big surprise. We're coming to Columbus, Ohio, to the Attic Comedy Club. The show is at 8 p.m. You can get your tickets at theatticcomedy.com. See you there. Wait, are those all recorded by you?
Some of these are recorded by me. Some of these are ones that because you gotta remember, like, I started in radio, dude. Like, I was very much a sound effect noise pad radio DJ.
Can you add those to it after, like when you're editing it?
I can customize the fuck out of this thing, and these are getting recorded right now into the thing.
I know, but I mean, like, even after the fact, like, if you don't touch that at all while we record the podcast, when you go to edit it, can you add laugh tracks and boos and all that?
Oh yeah, dude. I get paid. I get paid a salary to do that shit.
Do it then, man.
That's why I'm saying, like, we save up and get us a good camera. We can start shooting the sketches and shit. Yeah. Because some of the like this one here. Oh, good for you. This is an old as fuck reference. That's from when Christian Bale was filming Terminator Salvation and had a meltdown on set. This was back before everybody had a cell phone camera, but there was a mic still rolling, so they got the audio of it, and it was him just fighting with this dude. Then this is one of my favorites. Fuck it. I will give either one of you
suck it or fuck it
$5 if you know what this clip is from.
What? Fuck it. Wait.
Fuck it. Sounds like Bernie Mac stand up.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Here's what I will tell you. It's somebody saying fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. It's a comedian.
It is a comedian.
Performing like a stand-up special.
Performing a stand-up special, yes. I will 20 questions your way to this shit.
Fuck it. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Fuck it. Chappelle?
It's not Dave Chappelle.
Fuck it. Is it a black guy?
It is a black guy.
Chris Rock?
Patrice.
It is not Chris Rock. It is not Patrice.
Fuck it.
I don't know.
It's not Cat.
It's not Cat.
You know, crack ass bitch.
Fuck it.
I don't know.
Fuck it.
Oh, that's Childish Gambino?
It's not Childish Gambino.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
90s?
Earlier.
Fuck it. Prior.
It's prior.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Do you know what the bid is?
Fuck it.
I'm still gonna give you the $5, but do you know what the bid is?
No.
Okay. It's one of my favorite Pryor bits. It's he's talking about boxing. It's this bit about boxing.
And I fucked around and left one of them pings out there too long. And I saw this nigga's eyes got real red. And in his mind, I know he was saying, "I'm gonna kill them ribs." And he hit me with a punch he got from Mississippi. It came from Mississippi in slow motion. It said, "Ooh." Gained momentum in Georgia. Ooh. Swept up through Louisiana. Ooh. And my body said, "Get the fuck out the way." I couldn't move though. And my mind said, "Drop your arm, block the punch, and counter with your right." But my arm said, "I ain't got nothing to do with it." And he hit me in the ribs. And, oh. You ever had air leave your body? Air just said, "Fuck it."
Fuck it. That is a bit that has never failed to make me laugh in my entire life.